because I know there's probably a couple people still trying to get on, and I'm waiting for Miss Connie.
I'm here.
Oh, where are you?
I'm here. Oh, I love your hat. We both did hats.
We did. It's quarantine attire. Every day I'm in a hat, right?
It's so cute. I might need to add that to my collection, so you might have to send me the link after.
It's Brixton.
Oh, I figured. Okay, perfect.
Yep, I love, and I had almost, I think I had the same hat you had on, and then I switched to this.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Okay, what do you think? You want to just get right started, or you want to wait another minute?
I think we should wait a minute. Shall I sing for everybody?
Yes, for you, please.
No, we don't need any of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's wait a minute for everyone to pop in.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I see we have Atlanta in the house. Miss Sharika, where are you guys?
Yes, everybody in the comments, type where you're tuning in from.
You just handle the mute, Dawn, and I'll
mute all, and then you unmute yourself.
Got it. Okay. Ohio. Wow, a lot of Ohios.
Yes, that's my peeps.
I know. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Some San Diegans. Woohoo. Arizona. Okay. Amazing. Okay, you tell me when you think we're ready.
I'll give it like 30 more seconds. Okay. So this has been recording, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to chop off because I started it way too soon.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Maine and New Jersey, you guys are awake for us at 10 p.m. I'm so glad that you guys joined us so late. That's very flattering.
I know. All right, well, let's get started. So you guys, I'm so excited that you took the time out of your night to jump on this opportunity call. And I'm really excited to be doing this with my Monate bestie, Connie, who we're both directors with Monate. And if it wasn't for this business, we wouldn't even know each other. And so it's really cool because that is one thing that is different about this opportunity is we really bring, the cultures together. Everybody helps everybody. And it's just really exciting. So I'm going to have Connie jump in and give you tell a little bit of her story. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story, and then we're going to jump right in it.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining us and letting us do this. It's seriously so fun. And Dawn and I haven't done one since April. So we knew it was time to just chat with you again and just share all the things, guys. We're going to share all the things with you. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about me. I live in San Diego and I'm a pastor's wife. I have 2 little girls and I just had my 4-year anniversary, you guys, like 2 weeks ago was my 4-year anniversary with Monate. And I found Monate in a way that most people do, which is I wasn't looking for it. Okay. Most people are not out there going, wow, one day I'm going to join a network marketing company and just be a millionaire, right? Like, especially for us or anyone my age, we weren't raised that way, right? It wasn't really even a thing. You go to school, you go to work, and you get a job and all the things. Well, I was struggling really bad with an autoimmune disease and struggling to have a baby and working a very high stress corporate sales job. That is my background. I've done sales of all different kinds, you guys, my entire career. And I was doing what honestly the majority of America does, which is the hustle and bustle and climb the ladder and just do the grind and all the things so that we could live in Orange County, California. Well, I got so sick with my autoimmune disease and so tired of not being able to have this baby because I was so sick with my autoimmune disease that Phil and I had to have some serious conversations and decide what we were going to do. We could either keep living this pace of life to try to make the ends meet and have all the things, or we can let it all go and get you in remission and get you healed and have our family that we've always wanted. So we decided to quit my job, you guys. And overnight we lost 76% of our annual income, much like what just happened this year with many people. Now it wasn't their choice, obviously this year, that this was my choice back then, but losing 76% of your annual income means things got to change, right? So we had to sell the house we had just worked so hard to get. We had to downsize into a 1-bedroom. And when we did that and finally let go of it all, you guys, of course, I got in remission and I got pregnant with our miracle baby. Now, this was 4 years ago. And we were like, well, shoot, now we don't have the money to raise this baby. We don't have a house to raise this baby in. What are we going to do? And that is what led me to looking at direct sales. I never doubted the industry, you guys. I was not a skeptic of the industry. I told you, I kind of a business background. I knew that it was legitimate. But what I didn't like about it is that I always saw girls who did it and they were like, oh, you can make all this money and you can earn a car and you can go on all these trips. And it was always the girl that signed up in 1991 and nobody else. And we'll talk about that later on in the points when we share about why Monat. But I decided to jump in, you guys, and just run full force with this thing. I knew what it had to offer. There is nothing like Monat. There was nothing like Monat then. There is still nothing like this company. And 4 years in, I am telling you, I am just as excited and actually even more excited and on fire for what is to come, because I've just seen my entire life change, you guys. We went from living in that 1-bedroom condo to now having been able in 4 years to save up all the money for a down payment to buy a house in San Diego, to pay off cars, to help people fund adoptions, to give like we've never given before, to see all these other women follow behind me and get cars and do things they never thought they could do. And I'm doing the stuff, and Dawn's doing the stuff that we heard about, and we kind of knew it was out there,
Hold on.
but
Is this the one you're
never
gonna draw?
fully
Yeah.
realized or thought
Okay.
that it would really be for us. And I'm telling you, it is, and it
You
is
don't
for
want to draw
you
it
too.
try
So
better?
Wait,
I will
I'm
hold on.
muted. I think
Okay,
I
good.
muted her.
Okay. So that's where we are, guys. So 4 years in and 2 babies later, a house, all the things. Gosh, there's 30 car earners I just found. I just counted them all up on my team. You guys, there's so much crazy good that has happened, and we're just getting started. So that's just a little bit about my story.
Okay, so, and much like Connie's story, you guys, like I was 100% not looking for any sort of direct sales opportunity. I was the anti-network marketing girl. I was the girl that always said I would never do it because in my mind, I'm a traditional entrepreneur. I was in the military for 6 years. When I got out of the military, I started a trucking company, a female-owned trucking company in Lodi, California. And I was all about hustling it because I knew that entrepreneurship would provide me with freedom as my own boss, right? So I became an entrepreneur. And what I found out in this, journey, and I was an entrepreneur and owned a business for over 12 years, is it takes a lot of money to start a business. And so I had a business. I had a successful business. I was running a multi-million-dollar business by myself. I was also president of another construction company, and I traded time for money my entire life, right? So with the big paycheck comes you're out, you're sacrificing time, you're having babies, and you no longer have the quality of life that you want. But what happens when you're an entrepreneur, you never really realize that there's another option. So I had my babies. My first son was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I had to make a big decision. And during that time, I also went through a divorce. So I then got my real estate license. I knew having my trucking company, because it was such a high stress job, that I couldn't sustain it, on my own as a single mom. And I got my real estate license and I jumped in real estate right away, and I was hugely successful. I had to dump a lot of money in. I had to spend a lot of time, wasted time, I'll call it, sitting at doing open houses and doing all the things. But I earned a substantial income right away. And then I got into new home sales. And the position that I got, I was handed basically an amazing job. I was making multiple 6 figures and it was great, but I worked every single weekend. And my kid, like, things were passing me by. My son passed away. We just celebrated his birthday. And all of a sudden, you really start to reevaluate the important things in life, right? Like, yes, you need the money to live a certain lifestyle, but I just, lost a son. I have 2 other children, and what wasn't really important. And I lived in Granite Bay, and I had a girlfriend of mine that had moved to Miami. And she basically told me about Monat. She told me it was direct sales. And I was like, oh, hell no. Because I was the person that was like, I'm not even going to try it because I didn't even believe in direct sales products. This is, some ignorance on my part. And I was like, no, there's no way. And fast forward, she had just had a baby, postpartum hair loss. Her hair was not doing good. And all of a sudden, she's in Miami and she sends me this video of her hair. And I was like, dude, do you have extensions? Like what did you do? And she's like, it's the products that you left at, basically. And I was like, all right. Well, me being a product junkie, I was like, all right, I'm interested in, maybe trying a couple of the products. She calls me up one day. I'm in my driveway, about to head to work, and she's like, hey, let's go into business together. And I was like, all right. I thought she meant maybe doing some flip properties because I'll do flips and investments in the different things. So I thought that's what she meant, but no, she meant let's partner and do shampoo. So in that moment, I'm telling you, I believe I had a fairy angel somewhere above me that made me say yes in this moment, because I don't know why I said yes, but I said yes, having been approached with these opportunities time and time again. And I said yes, but I never had an intention of doing one thing with the business. I was like, all right, I'll do it. I'll get all the products, and that's going to be the extent of it. Cause I will never be the girl having a party. I'll never be the girl talking about it or sharing it or whatever. Um, Fast forward a couple months, and I want to get into something about social selling that, in my opinion, even wrote down a couple notes because I thought social selling was spammy, right? I thought people that do social selling, because I watched people do it the wrong way. I saw them posting on their stories, just posting spammy, ads. I thought, you have to bug your friends and family. It's like in the girls, you might make 50 bucks, $100. Like that's truly what my perception of the industry was. And all of a sudden I then signed up, and I'm the girl that is like, I want to share everything. Okay. So like, tell me if you guys share, if you go eat at a favorite restaurant or a new restaurant that opened up, what are you going to do? You're going to tell everybody about it. What are you going to do if you guys who watched Bridgerton and was like, I need to tell all my friends that they need to watch that show, right?
You got me on it. You
I
got me
got
on
you
all the
on it
shows.
because that's what we do, right? And so by virtue of doing what I already was doing, I was sharing now these products that I became absolutely obsessed with. So without even trying, I kind of built a team. And all of a sudden, I started following some girls that were making, 6 figures a month. And I literally would follow their Instagrams thinking, all right, if they can do it, why can't I? And honestly, my mindset one day changed. I literally watched a segment on TV that talked about the way of the future is e-commerce business, web-based business, in multiple streams of income. And for me, I was like, all right, already being a business owner, I was like, this just kind of is like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be intentional with, an hour a day, you guys. I worked a full-time job. I had 3 kids. And during my first year in this business, I know for Connie was the same thing. I got my Cadillac, we earned our trips, I hit director, associate executive director, and 2 months later I hit executive director. And it literally was this rank that, I remember seeing the income average, and that over replaced my hefty 6-figure salary. And I was like, all right, I'm out. I literally quit, and I haven't looked back, and it's been 3 years. And that's how I always remember your story. You were basically almost on the delivery table when you signed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
had a baby, and here you are, hitting these ranks. And we had 2 different angles that we kind of approached, this business with. And so for me, I now want to scream it through the rooftops because I was the girl that somehow accidentally ended up here. And I don't want people to miss out on this, because the feelings that I feel, I want everybody to have those feelings.
Mm-hmm. I love
So
it.
that is a
Love
little
it.
bit of my story. And then here we are talking about why and who is Monate. And
Yeah.
I'm going to start by saying Monate, you guys, stands for modern nature. So we take the best of modern technology, we combine it with like the top of the line ingredients from all over the world to make these products that perform and actually do what they say they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna-
And you guys, there's stories after testimonies. I'm one of them too, you guys. My own testimony. First of all, this is my hair.
Oh
And
my
if
God, I
you
want to
saw
find
me,
your before and after picture.
yeah, you find that while I do this, because you might have to show them and freak somebody out. I had the most broke down hair anybody could have, you guys. I had an autoimmune disease and I was bleaching it. I'm not the type of hair and or person that should be bleaching the hair. It just wasn't working. Okay. Autoimmune disease, had a baby, all the things that literally are the perfect storm for crap hair. And yet this is my hair. Okay. So there, you can find testimony after testimony after testimony about the products. The products are incredible. They stem from the Rejuvenate oil, which is our signature product. It's a blend of 13 plus different botanical oils, you guys. And when the Urdaneta family set out to start this company, which by the way, we are only 6 years old, they literally hired on Stuart, who is our president. and they got together and said, what, literally, we want something that nobody's ever done. So they were the first to market in the entire hair care world that focused on anti-aging hair care. Nobody was doing that before Monat, you guys. Many have done it since, right? They followed suit, which is really cool to say we're the trendsetters. We always did anti-aging for the face, but nobody thought about your scalp and your hair. They were the first to do it with clinically proven ingredients and studies. And you guys, the products just are phenomenal. They work if you let them do the work they need to do and take their time. So they started the company 6 years ago. And since then, I always like to bring up what we have been able to achieve, you guys. We became the #1 premium sold brand in 3.5 years of business. We outsold Aveda. Aveda was always #1 in the United States, and Monat surpassed them in 3.5 years, which is absolutely unheard of. They have won multiple, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many awards they have won in the industry and continue to win because of the way they have structured the company and what we're founded on. What do I mean by that? You guys, they've won so many awards for how they give back, their philanthropy, how they embed gratitude into the culture of this company. They've won awards for obviously the products, but they've also won, what's really cool, awards for best places to work in direct sales 2 years in a row. They've won the CEO of the Year award. They just in 2020 won the Brand of the Year award for the Think Global Forum, which, you guys, Brand of the Year out of all kinds of different companies and brands. And what that simply means is we are the company that is moving and grooving and shaking the industry and the cosmetic world to be better, not just with their products and ingredients. And this is what I love, you guys. Again, Dawn's worked for great places. I've worked for Fortune 500 companies. I've worked for great people, great companies that do great things. And I am telling you, as the pastor's wife, I've literally never, ever seen or experienced a company like Monat in the way that they push the boundaries. They push the way that direct sales has been looked at, and they've changed it. People are following suit with how they pay their people, how they take care of their people, what they are founded upon, their values, their beliefs, all of it, you guys. And that's a cool place to be. That's where you want to be. So we have a few little things, and I'll let Dawn pop into with a little bit about who we are. One thing I love is that we require nothing of our reps. This is almost unheard of in the industry, meaning we don't require monthly fees to work your business. We don't tell you that you need to pay so much a month in product, and there are a lot of companies that do that, you guys. And you wonder why the industry gets sleazy, spammy, reputation. It's from stuff like that. Like, I have never gone to a job where the boss said, okay, now in order to keep your job every month, I'm going to need you to pay me a little bit. Like, no, I'm coming here to earn a paycheck, not to give it back to you. They require nothing. Okay. Nothing of you monthly. They give all of their customers and market partners a 30-day empty bottle money back guarantee on every single order that you order. And they have less than a 1% return rate. That's crazy, you guys. The industry standard is to have a 30% return rate. That's considered good. If 30% of your customers are returning your product, that's considered good. And we have less than 1% because the products are just so good, you guys. So many cool things about Monat. I just have to mention those because they really are different and they stand out amongst the crowd.
Yep. And then we have just a few points to cover. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but do you see this?
Ah,
This is Connie's before photo. When I met Connie at our first event, she had extensions in her hair, right?
yeah.
And now you have like mermaid hair that everybody wants. So it's a power of really what these products can do. And so for me, being a traditional entrepreneur, there were certain things when I decided that I was going to go forward with this business that the boxes had to be checked. And because there are many, many, many direct sales companies, and we basically had no competition because we were the first of our kind to do, like Connie said, anti-aging hair care. You want to always make sure that the industry, the whatever it is you're selling isn't saturated. You don't want to go in there, and sell, the oils if there's already 100 other oil companies, because it does become a little more difficult. And so we had no competition, and I still believe we have no competition because
Mm-hmm.
our products are clinically proven to do what they say they're going to do. It's different than even products you guys will buy from your professional stylist and in the salon. They don't have the science to support the claims of what those
Right.
products do. So
Right.
competition, you guys, is really, really important. The next things for me was it had to be a consumable product. You guys, when times get tough. What do people cut out? They cut out all of their luxury goods. So we need something that everybody uses. We're not segregated to, a jewelry company that targets women between 40 and 50, right? We have something for, I always say, from cradle to the grave. We have something for everybody. We
Hmm.
have a Monet pet line. We have products for every single hair type. And we are completely innovating and, developing as time goes on, like these products that still continue to blow our mind. So, consumable, you guys, is super important when looking for a company and making sure that it's a necessity. We then have launched into skincare, and yes, there's other skincare companies, but when you look at the nature of the ingredients that we have and the actual results of what they're doing, it doesn't take long to figure out that our products are different, because a lot of other network marketing companies, and some of them very large ones, have lots and lots of chemicals and ingredients that people don't want anymore. People want to make sure that they hit the buzzwords, right? The anti-aging, the naturally based, the vegan, the gluten-free. And that is one of the cool things with Monet, is we check off all the buzzwords. Like Connie said, no inventory. I have so many people that have came over from various companies and they're like, I made money, but I had to reinvest it in products. So then they had a shelf of products. And so it was constantly this cycle of, always needing to buy. And you guys, I've never, ever, ever once sold a product in my house to anybody. Everything that I have is my personal products that I use. A lot of it's even been, we've had, incentives where a lot of it's been free as well. Low point of entry. I want to talk about this because a lot of companies out there, you have to spend a lot of money to get in. And I want to
Mhm.
piggyback with being a traditional entrepreneur, because I might have had, monthly overhead of $100,000 a month, regardless of if my vendors paid me or anything. I had to pay that money. If I didn't get, I had to hustle and, get customers and work the deals and do all the things. It
Mhm.
wasn't a matter of, oh, well, I don't feel like doing it today. I had no choice but to get out there and hustle it. So the low point of entry is what is so attractive with this business, because you can get in for as little as 199 and you
Mhm.
literally are sitting on $1 million opportunity.
Yeah.
Is everybody going to make $1 million? No, but can everybody? They absolutely can. And we're
Mhm.
watching them do it. And they're doing it in record speeds. How many $1 million earners now do we have at the company?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know because there's so many every single month. There's
Connie just hit $1 million club, and
woohoo. Mhm.
it's you guys, it's
Yeah.
crazy to me, because I don't care, even for me working real estate, you guys, I could, I obviously was making money, but the amount of time it took for me to do that, and now, what this opportunity is so incredible.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and so you're gonna talk a little bit about comp plan.
Yeah. So, just real quickly, you guys, we wanted you to know these are the 5 things that you really do want to look for when you join a home based business that is going to separate 100% what is going to give you the biggest return on your investment, which is your time, right? And the first one is timing. So, let me read. Dawn did competition, consumable, necessary, and I did a little on timing, but I also just want to say this about timing. You want to be in a company where they are in the momentum phase. Every direct sales company has a momentum phase, which is also called the get big phase. Are they globally expanding? That's a huge thing to look at, you guys. We're actually called Monet Global because we are expanding every single year into new countries. Why does
And
that
can I
matter to you?
piggyback off of that too? Because some
Yeah.
people might say, well, okay, let's say we expanded in Poland, right? Well, I might personally not know anybody, but guess what? I have people on my team that know people in
Yep.
Poland. So when it's really important for this global expansion, because as your organization grows, you're growing as well.
Yes, totally, you guys. You have no idea who knows who in other countries. So the global expansion is huge. We offer the opportunity to be founders when those countries open, which means earning profit shares. It's crazy, you guys. The timing also matters though, with what are they being recognized right now with amongst their peers. And I already told you about that with some of the awards we're winning. Is the company you're joining highly regarded with the peers and in the industry? And I just told you we've won award after award from Direct Sales News, from Best Places to Work, from Best CEO, from Top Product to Best. All of that matters because again, they're taking a look at what you're doing right now. I don't want to join necessarily a company that was the hot thing 25 years ago and they're not even putting a poof on anything anymore. You know what I mean? Like they're not really moving and grooving. We are literally, when we say this, leading the way in the industry in all regards. with the way, again, we treat our people, how we pay them, the products we use, the ingredients, the culture of the company. It's all well rounded, you guys. So timing does matter. And anyone who tells you it doesn't is because they, one, are either ignorant and they genuinely don't know, or two, they're in a company where the timing is past and they don't want to talk about that because it doesn't apply to them. So that's important. Okay. So that's the first thing you look for. Second and third, Dawn talked about competition, consumable, necessary. That was second, third, and fourth. And the last thing, you guys, that matters is pay plan. Do you know how many people get in these companies and they bang their heads against the wall every month and then they quit and they become part of 80% of network marketers that all go, well, I tried network marketing and it didn't work for me. Well, no, friend, you might have just not got the right opportunity. Okay. That, or you didn't work for it, but you probably just didn't pick the right opportunity, because not all pay plans are created equal, guys. They're not. Just like not all jobs in the corporate world are created equal, right? You've got to think about this when someone's trying to recruit you to their team. Look at what's going on in that team and or that company and go, well, is anybody doing anything recently? Guys, we're only 6 years old. We have promoted out the most millionaires in the history of any other direct sales in this amount of time. We are one of only 5 companies in the entire world to hit $1 billion in less than 5 years. We are one of only 2 companies in the entire world in direct selling last year to grow over $400 million. There were 2 companies. I don't know the other one. And Monate, baby little Monate.
And they say the best time to join a company is between years 5 and 7. So if you
Yes,
ever thought there was a sweet spot, we are literally in the sweet spot. And that
right
is
in it.
why people joining now are just the ones that want it.
Yep.
They're skyrocketing so fast.
It's so true, you guys, because the thing is we're not so baby to where we don't have the experience and the notoriety. Now we've got it. We've got the name, we've got the science to back it, the experience, the awards, all of the things. You're in it. You're in that sweet spot to grow and go big. And another thing I would look at is, this is what drove me nuts. This is what drives most people nuts is, again, you can earn a car, you can go on trips, you can, in that company you're thinking of joining, look at who does those things. Is it ever the girl that signed up now? Or is it literally everybody hustling and slaving away so that the top 5 people are the same top 5 people? Our top 10 income earners have completely switched in this past year from who they used to be. Some of these girls joined 2 years ago, guys, and they're making well over 6 figures a month. We've got people on our team that joined in March and have earned trips for them and their spouse out of the country. You can earn a trip from the day you sign up with Monate, you guys. There's just so much to it that you need to look at. Look at the momentum that's going on, and is it doable for the girl that's signing up right now, January 13th, 2021, or just the girl that signed up in 1995? Because that's not going to give you an opportunity that's going to give you your biggest return on your investment. So pay plan is a big deal. You go to
And
work
let
to,
me talk about the car too, because how many
yeah,
Cadillacs do you guys see cruising down the road? Really, at the end of the day,
yeah,
you might see one here or there, and you're like, oh my God, they do still exist, right? And I remember when I got my Cadillac, and then we had other girls, and we all got Monate 1, Monate 2. We were nerds, and Monate 3, Monate 4, and literally we'd be in the car pickup line, and we knew there were all the people that are like, oh, there's the Monate girls, all
yes.
in the same school driving up, because they put our car incentive dab smack in the middle of this comp plan, and there's girls that are hitting that car what in 3-4 months.
Yeah, it's nuts, you guys. 19 of the girls on my team earned their car this year. 19 in 2020, the toughest year any of us have ever been through in our lives. Why? Because I want to talk about that too, the timing. There has never been a better time for anybody to start a home-based business than right now, because what just happened? 2020 took a crap on everybody. What's going to happen when the government takes your job away? Well, we just experienced it, right? So everything we've been talking about, the blessings that home-based businesses bring, has just been brought to the forefront of your mind. So I urge you guys to say, okay, you have all the signs in the world. You have all the reason to start it with the lowest risk, like Dawn talked about. What are you waiting for?
And you've got
Okay.
to honestly think, like I said, we share products, we share what we love. You guys need to realize the people out there who they're tired of working weekends. They need a few extra bucks. They're sneaking money from their husband because they don't have their own. There are so many people out there who need to be blessed with this business that they don't even know it yet. So it's up to us to share the blessing with them too.
Yes, definitely, you guys. It's so true. And we just saw it. Like I said, the company grew so much last year because we got out here and said, guys, this is what we've been talking about for the past 2, 3 years, is We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, whether it be your job going away, your health like me that just came up out of nowhere, or whatever life throws at you. You don't know what's going to happen. It's only wise and smart to have that home-based business. But also, what comes with it is going to blow your mind. Okay. Dawn and I are not the same people as when we started this. We're not. No one on our team is. You just grow and become somebody that I can almost guarantee you is not worked on in corporate world. What do I mean? Is in corporate world, I had to step on my fellow sideline girls to get a promotion. I had to outsell this girl to get the promotion. I had to overshadow. I had to outshine. I had to wait till someone died or retired to get a promotion. That is what that bred. That environment breeds unhealthy competition. And we wonder why everybody was all whacked out and why I got ulcers in my colon. Okay. It's like, that's not how it works here. You don't have to outshine anybody. You actually get to uplift everybody. You want your people to outrank you. You're rooting for this girl. And you guys, we've been around the block. We're not the youngest here. We know we've never seen women care so much about women and want others to do good than when we joined Monat, because that is what it breeds upon, is you just get out here and help the ever living daylights out of everyone you can. And it helps you in return. Like, in what world and can you do that, you guys? It really is a blessing. So we just want,
sorry to interrupt. When you
yeah,
get to earn the trips that we have, Connie didn't, like, we have been on what, 13, 14
yeah,
trips?
I think so. I can't even count.
Literally, we've been on so many trips. And we also have the people that join this business because they just want to travel. They want great hair and they want to travel. Once they do that, it turns into so much more than the original reason why a lot of people end up saying yes to this business. And that's
Yeah.
okay. Everybody has their own journey of what it kind of evolves into. But if traveling's your thing, you guys, you're not going to find a company that spoils their people
Yeah.
like our owners do. And I don't know if you mentioned that it's almost like we're a small private company, right? Like you
Yeah.
have this feel once you come to an event and you meet the president and the CEO and the families, like they love on us like I've never witnessed before with any corporate
Yeah.
company or anything.
Yeah. So you guys, here's the deal. We're going to do some giveaways right now. And what I want to encourage you is, if you are listening to this or you send this to someone and they listen to it later, is you have to just ask questions. Okay. Nothing you are going to say is going to freak us out. We've heard everything. We were you. Dawn just said she was you. She was oh, are you freaking kidding me? I will never do one of those. Like, there's nothing you could say that we haven't experienced or our team hasn't. You don't need to be an influencer. You don't need followers. You don't even have to really even do your hair, guys. I never put makeup on. I look like this pretty much every day of my life. And I'm doing this and doing well. So there's no excuses. Extroverted, introverted, I don't care what it is. We've seen it. We've seen them do well. And it can be for you, but it does no good to listen to this call. Turn it off and then just go about your life, because nothing changes if nothing changes. And all you have to do is ask questions of the person who invited you and say, okay, tell me the real deal about this, this, and this. And we're going to tell you guys. So let this be the year for you where you just say, I'm done with obviously letting everyone else determine my income and or what can be. And I just want to take hold of it. And you will surprise yourself with what you can achieve. I promise you. Okay.
Okay, so if you guys are a guest, will you guys type in the comments guest? Because there's phone numbers on here. I know we don't know who a lot of people are. So I want to see if you guys are a guest, type guest in your name, actually. Because if you have a phone number, we won't see who it is, right?
Yes, that is true. If you guys are a guest that somebody invited you, guest Melissa. Okay, Melissa. Oh, Angela. Okay, start with Melissa. What is Melissa getting?
Hey, Melissa is getting one of my favorite products. Okay, dry texture spray. This was a new product. This is what I use this is almost taking the place of hairspray for me because it gives you just that volume. So, Melissa.
Okay, so Melissa, you get the dry texturizing spray. And here's the thing. Can you, Melissa, make sure to message Dawn so she can get your info?
Or message whoever invited you, and whoever invited you message me somehow
Yes.
so I can get this sent out to you.
Perfect. And Angela is next. So Angela, you are going to get one of my absolute favorite skincare products, and it's the Berry Refined Scrub. This is a 2-in-1 mask exfoliator. It is going to leave your face feeling like a baby's bottom. Not when they have rashes and bumps, not those baby bottom, but you know what I mean, the smooth baby's bottom. The Berry Refined Scrub is yours, Angela. So Angela, make sure you message whoever invited you to make sure they connect you with me, and I'm going to send this out to you.
And I'm
Okay,
gonna tell you, that is my favorite product. Oh my god, that
really?
scrub.
Good
Okay,
to
so
know.
I've got
Kimberly.
one more. And
Kimberly is next.
who is it?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. Okay, Kimberly. This is our Rewind Nectar, you guys. This is our most expensive product that Monat has. This is, I call this Botox in a bottle. This is your
Woohoo.
nighttime serum. You guys, this stuff is incredible, and you basically do it after you cleanse your face before your nighttime moisturizer, and you will be obsessed. And the more you use this, the longer you'll start noticing textural changes and pigment changes. And you know what's funny, you guys? We barely touched on the products, but our Rejuvenate oil, which I almost wish I had it to show you, is literally liquid gold in our bottle. And that is what's infused in all of these products to give us the secret sauce to why our products perform the way that they do. And we also didn't touch on the fact that we did launch wellness, a few months ago as well.
Yes.
And in my pantry right now is, I have 3 different greens that I've had from various things, because greens are good, right? But what happens when they taste like crap is you'll drink them, and then you don't drink them, and then you're forcing them down to ultimately I fall off. Our greens and collagen, I literally crave them every single day. They're that good.
Me too.
I just
They're
wanted to touch on that.
so good, you guys. There's so much more you're going to find out about the goodness of Monat. Okay, last but not least, Malika, you were the next person. And I'm just going to assume that you're going to join, girl, because you're going to join. Okay, so you're going to join the team and you're going to get my favorite girl gang shirt. And it might be big for you, maybe not. You can wear it loose, you can tie it in a knot, you can cut it, you can do whatever you want. But it's so cute. Look at it. It says girl gang and it's got the leopard and the lips, and it's got some tears up here. It's amazing. So Malika, welcome to the girl gang, girl.
That's manifestation right there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, honestly, you guys, we at one point maxed this call out. I'm recording it. We're gonna share this link. So if you had anybody messaging you that couldn't get on the call, rest assured at some point I'll figure out how to upload this, and we will get that shared with you. And thank you, Connie, so much.
Thank you, Dawn. I love you, friend. You guys, we love you. We hope you all join soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.